we're talking about the key of C and the scale of C major, which we've been talking about. We know that's our 1, our 2, our 3, our 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it repeats on the 1, right? And so for each chord, we know we have, for each note on the scale, we have a chord we associate with. We know the 1 is the C major. Over the 7, we play an inverted G, which is inverted 1. We know over the 6, we play a minor. And we know over the 5, we play a G major. And over the 4, we play F major. Over the 3, we play an inverted inverted C, which is C, first inversion. Over the D, we play D minor. And then over the 1, we play the C major again. One of the things to remember is that over the 7 and the 3 are your inverted chords for the scale. The inverted G over the 7, that's your root, right? G. But this is your inversion that you want to play. Another thing to remember is when we move from the 1 to the 7, you're only moving the first 2 fingers, because the common note in the 1 and the C and G is G. Okay, so if you're playing a C major or you're playing a G, all right, there's always a G in each chord. So we know that inverted G over the 7, and then we look at this 3 chord. It's an inverted C. Another thing to remember is that we got 2 minors. The first minor is over the A, which is the 6, and the other minor is the D. Okay, D minor. So A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor. So 2 inversions, which is the 7, G, first invert, and then the 3. All right, and 2 minors, which is the 6, which is the A minor, and the 2, which is the D minor. All right, then you have 3 root majors, which is C, G, and F. When we say root majors, you know that you always start on whatever your thumb is on, whatever the chord you're playing. So if I'm playing C, then my first note in my chord would be C major, if it's the root position. Same thing goes for the G. If I'm playing a G from the root position, the thumb is always on the 1 and on the chord and the note that we're playing. So that's G major. Same thing for the F. My thumb is always on the F for the root. And no matter what root you're playing, that's how it is. Okay? Also, we discussed today about going the 1 to the 4 progression. And we know we go from the 1, we're playing a C, and then the other root major, when we go to the 4, we play a F. And there's a common denominator, a common chord, a relationship between the C and F. And that note is the C. So if I'm here, playing a C major, and I want to go to this 4 to play the F, I don't have to move the whole chord over. If I'm playing it from the root position, starting at the C, I can just move these 2 notes. I'm playing the other 2 notes in the chord, because the C is the common note in C and F. So when we play that C, the 1 to the 4 progression, we can do it like this, from the root position. Thinking of a song called Happy Day When You Do It? And we also, so what does that sound like if we did this from not just the root, but maybe the first inversion? Since we know that common note is between the F and the C is C, then these are the 2 notes that we move. And this C stays the same. So when I'm moving from the 1, from the first invert position, then I move to the F. Only these 2 notes. So I can go And I know we didn't cover it today, but I'm gonna do it anyway for the video purposes. The next position is the C second inverted. All right. So to go from an F from that position, all I gotta do, remember, is to keep that C the same, and these two fingers move. C stays the same. So if I want to move and form an F, all I gotta do is pivot here and here. There we go. There's your F. And that's in the chord. The F we're playing here is the first inversion. Root, first, second. So from the second inversion C, the happy day will sound like this. Alright. One other thing we discussed is your favorite song today, Waymaker, which the progression is 4, 1, 5, 6. Back to the 4. And we're playing this in the key of C, the scale of C major. So the song goes, Waymaker, miracle worker, darkness, my God, is who you are. 4, 1, 5, 6. Okay. So have fun with it.